Welcome to Say You Think You're Iconic, and this is the episode before I turn 26.
Ah, it's
Ah,
happening.
it's happening. Also, I'm going to warn you guys now, we're not going to have an episode on the 5th because it's July 4th weekend. I'm so sorry. And I was not going to have us record
Oh,
4 episodes.
yeah.
We already had to record
No.
3 episodes this week. I was not going to give us an extra one. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we did this all in one weekend. Sorry to break the illusion that we
Yeah,
record this,
every week.
every week. But yeah, we are
But this upcoming
uh
month, we have a lot of stuff happening. So,
we do. And then August isn't going to be any better, is it?
is it? I think August is okay until that like last weekend of August.
True.
I don't have anything else. I don't know about
Okay.
you. I don't have anything else other than that last weekend
Okay.
when
Well,
we
we'll
see
see.
Beyonce.
Did you
Ugh,
saw that TikTok that I sent you, right?
probably,
The
but you're
the,
gonna have to remind me.
the depression and anxiety
Oh yeah,
and the unique, and it's like
unique. That's what you are.
that's what you are because we have Renaissance tickets.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh,
I we are counting down the days to Beyonce. Have you been sticking to your rehearsal schedule?
girl, don't think I don't already know all the words to all them songs.
Oh, I also wanted to ask: Are we doing the fans? Are we doing fans?
What? If you want
Are
to
we
do a
doing
fan, you can
fans?
do a fan.
Okay.
You could do a fan. I don't care. I'm not bringing a
Okay.
fan, but you can bring a fan.
I kind of want to do the fan. I kind of want to be extra and do the fan.
Okay, go ahead, bring a fan.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
All right.
So how was your week, Kelly?
It was pretty good. I am going to go see one of our friends today. We're gonna
Ooh.
go watch a movie, maybe get some dinner.
Oh, that one you told me about last week. What's it? Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yes, you
Yeah, I
remember.
remembered.
Okay, now that you're remembering things, do you remember the name of the guy from
Fuck.
Fantastic Four?
It's Julian Mick something.
Yeah, you're
Mick
close.
Mick McOffin Mick.
McMuffin.
I
McMuffin.
McMuffin.
McMahon.
McMatten. Okay,
Yes. Yes. There
I
you
was
go.
close.
You were close. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, cool,
I'll give it
cool,
to you.
cool.
So proud of you for remembering something.
I'm proud of myself. Remember that
Yes.
episode? Remember those couple of episodes when I couldn't remember any
John
what
Mayer
was this?
songs.
John Mayer songs? I still can't other than Your Body is a Wonderland.
I know this is a very far-fetched question, but do you know the album that song came off of?
Hell no, Kelly.
Okay, just asking. Because
No.
it wasn't a movie that we watched. Don't break yourself trying to remember. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I feel like it was a number, right?
No. That was the
No?
song that I recommended.
That was the song you recommended.
So
Yeah.
you remember that.
I remember
You
that.
remember the song I recommended. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna go see one of my friends. Gonna go out. It's kind of hot today, which I am not looking
Yikes.
forward to.
Oh, speaking of hot, I just remembered something.
Yes.
When you come out here,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be hot. So like we can go do something like really cool outside.
Jordan, describe hot to somebody who's already experienced 100-degree
80s.
weather.
80s.
Sounds so fucking nice. God.
We could go to a water park, Kelly.
Bro. I went to a water park recently. It was the
You
one that's
did?
in town. Well, it's like a really
Oh.
small one. It's not. It has
Oh.
one slide.
Oh. That's sad.
It has one slide. It has a rock wall that you
Ooh.
climb and fall into the water. It's actually really
Fancy.
hard. It's actually so hard. Um,
Maybe
and then
we'll
they have
visit it when I go out.
yeah, we can. It's I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's $2 to get in,
I wonder why. They have one slide, Kelly.
and it's free for me because I have a gym pass.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
we'll go to a real water park, but that still sounds
Yes.
nice.
It's an option. I mean, well, I'll have the pool by then, so.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. But yeah. Chill week for me. Love that for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need the more chill weeks.
Yeah.
Lord knows.
Lord
But yeah,
knows.
Lord knows. How about you? How was your week?
It was pretty good. Pretty simple. This next week I hope goes by fast
Same.
and it goes easy and we don't have a lot of stuff to do. Because I'd kind of just like to coast through this week until my vacation, to be
Same.
honest.
Same.
I don't want anything hard happening. I don't want anything making me feel like I want to cry. I just want to go do a reasonable amount of work
Yeah.
and then go home.
I want to be an average worker.
An average worker, yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a day at work where it's like, oh, I have work today, and then do the work and not be stressed out.
Exactly.
Get an email and not be stressed out.
Yeah. Not have to solve a million problems. That would be great.
Right. I don't want anything to pop up. Nothing will pop up this week.
Nothing will
I'm just
pop up
putting
this
that out
week.
there right now.
You and I will have chill weeks. We will have
Yes.
a reasonable amount of work.
Yep.
We will get home and still have enough mental and physical energy to do our workouts.
Yes, we will.
And then when the weekend hits, we're going to hang out. So we
Yeah.
will get through this.
We will get through this. We'll get through this together.
Yes. Yes, we will. Also, when you're listening to this episode, it's my birthday week. It's the day after my birthday. No. Whoa.
No, it's not.
It's not. Sorry. I accidentally scrolled down to July. Sorry. It's the 21st. My birthday. 21st, Jordan. It's the 28th. Sorry. When you're listening to this episode when it drops.
You good?
Kind of not.
Okay.
My birthday is like the next week. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So happy early birthday.
Thank you. Kelly said she's going to be here this week, so we'll have to also plan something for that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, that's
close.
That's close, and the most we've hung out since you left.
I know. That makes me so sad, bro. You have no idea. Ugh.
It's okay.
You better get me that job.
Yeah, Leslie has been picking up the slack. I think we hung out like 2 weekends in a row.
I know. I talked to her like last weekend, and she's all like, "I think Jordan and I have seen each other more than we have like when like we were all still together."
Yeah.
Because like we would see each other on like a consistent basis, especially when it got hot. We would see each other like maybe once or twice a month.
Yeah.
When like the weather got better, I think they've seen each other like every weekend.
Yeah, I think last weekend was the first weekend in like 2 or 3 weekends where we hadn't seen each other.
I love that for you guys though. Y'all still hang out together.
Yeah, when I go see the Barbie movie, I'll probably take her with me.
Yeah, because Brina's taking me. Taking me.
Yeah.
Are we all seeing it opening weekend?
Oh, of course.
Okay. And we're all wearing pink, right? Even Leslie?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I told her the deal.
Okay, good.
And then I won't force her to go see Oppenheimer with me. That's like a 3-hour movie. I'm not going to force her to do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
I will be seeing it, but like I won't force her to see it.
Yeah. So she would, if you asked her, she would probably say yes, but
yeah. Oh, I think when this comes out, it's like Oppenheimer / Barbie weekend, right? It comes out the last week. Oh no, it comes out in July. The last week of July. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. This is Indiana Jones.
This is Indiana Jones weekend, which we
I
can go see together. We can go see it together.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna go see a movie together. Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that since Fantastic Beast, or was it Jurassic Park? Which one of those was the last one? Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Okay,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Or was it Fantastic Beast?
I don't know. It was one of those.
It was one of those.
I feel like it was Jurassic Park because that was the week it was like really hot, right?
I think so.
So I think it was
we went
Jurassic
like right
Park.
after work.
I feel like it was Jurassic Park then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited now. Oh gosh. You see how like lonely we've been? We're just scrounging for these long weekends.
Honestly, when you get to be an adult, it kind of is like that though.
It's kind of sad.
When you get that work schedule down, you literally live for the long weekends. Because regular weekends you can still do stuff, but long weekends, oh my lord.
Oh, my days are so regulated. It's like not even funny.
Yeah, it's not.
I wake up at 6:30. I get dressed. I take my ferry to work. I go to work. I have lunch at 12.
Yep.
I leave at 4. Even though I'm supposed to leave at 4. I leave at 4. I get home. I ride my bike.
Yep.
I drink a protein. I call it a protein shake. I literally just mix protein powder and water.
It's a Pets protein shake. We'll take it.
I eat my food. I watch TV. I take a shower. I go to bed.
Like go to bed. Yeah.
Every day. It's the same cycle.
6:20. Wake up. Get ready. Go to work. Have lunch at 12. Get off at 5. Feed the dogs at 6. Ride the bike. Eat dinner. Maybe if I have the energy, pick out an outfit for the next day and prep lunch. One or the other, not both.
I'm so happy I don't have to prepare my lunches. I'm so happy I don't have to do that.
I'm so jealous you don't have to. And then I take a shower and then I go to bed.
Yeah, we pretty much have the
same routine. Do it all over again. Yeah, we have the same routine. We're the same person. If you haven't caught on by now, we are the same person.
Yeah, we like share a brain.
We do.
But yeah. So now we just like live for like weekends and especially long weekends.
Especially the long weekends.
And then I don't know what I'm going to do being off of work for a week. Like, what am I going to do, Kelly?
You're going to live your life. That's what you're going to do.
I'm going to drink a lot. I'm not even going to lie.
As you should.
I have a drink package. I will be drinking a lot. Like my mother will be concerned for me.
It's giving stomach pump.
Yeah.
It's giving alcohol poisoning.
It's giving alcohol poisoning in Mexico.
And maybe a tinge of sunburn.
Yeah. I'll still bring my sunblock, but it's still gonna happen.
It's still gonna happen.
It's still gonna happen. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited now. I feel like such an old person. I'm so excited. Yeah, but that's it for me. Okay, Kelly. I think I'm ready to talk about Drop Dead. Yeah, is everyone else ready? We're going to talk about Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yes, we are.
So, a little like preamble. I found this movie on, I think, Pluto TV or Tubi, one of those free movie sites that I watch at work. And I was like, oh, this cast is kind of good.
It is pretty good, actually.
And then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is most definitely going to be a Quadcast episode one day.
Yes.
And then I originally had us doing another Kristen Dunst movie called Dick about Richard Nixon. But I couldn't find it anywhere and I didn't feel like paying for it. So I just switched over to this movie.
We switched it, yeah.
And both of these comedy movies came out in the same year. Like, Kristen Dunst was really in her bag.
She was booked and busy. Because
she had Dick, then she had this movie, and then she had Bring It On. Like, wow.
Wow.
And then, when did The Virgin Suicides come out? Did that come out the same year as Bring It On? When did that come out? Let me see.
No way.
I feel like she was on a roll for, like, a good, like, 5 to, like, 10 years. Because after Bring It On, didn't she have Spider-Man?
She did have Spider-Man.
The Virgin Suicides also came out in 1999. So, like, 1999 was her year.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay.
Which, by the way, that movie's very depressing, but it's very good. Everyone go watch The Virgin Suicides.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, you should watch it. It's really good. It's really good. Let me see. Not her having a separate page for her performances. What a queen.
No, I saw that. I saw that. Gosh dang.
Okay, let's see. Actually, her reign began in 1994 when she was cast as Claudia in Interview with the Vampire. And then she has Little Women.
Yes, she
And
does.
then in 1995, she has Jumanji.
Okay,
1997.
wait, but can we say though that we did skip the movie I am going to go see today? She did that in '89.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Ooh, okay.
So Kristen Dunst started '89 Ghibli
And
movie.
then 97, Anastasia.
Yep.
I think you
What a
mean
good
98,
movie.
Kelly. You mean
98?
98. Yeah.
Oh,
It says
oh,
on
the
here,
English,
the English
came out.
dub
Yeah, okay.
was 98,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, the original came out. Yeah.
And then 1999, hit after hit after hit. Drop Dead
Yeah.
Gorgeous, Virgin Suicides, Dick. 2000, Bring It On. 2001, Get Over It. I also have that movie on my list. 2002, Spider-Man. 2003, Mona Lisa Smile. 2004, Spider-Man 2 and Wimbledon. 2005, Elizabethtown. 2006, Marie Antoinette. 2007, Spider. Like I
Dang.
said, like a 10-year
Every year.
reign of just
Dang, Kristen.
excellent movies.
She said, I know what I'm doing. I know a hit when I see one. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be in it.
Yep.
Good for her.
She said, I'm going to give you an acting performance, or I'm going to give you an excellent movie, or I'm going to give you both.
Right.
So,
You're welcome.
yeah, you're welcome. Where is her Oscar?
Where is her Oscar?
I know she's been nominated for one, but like, where is her physical Oscar? Where is the win?
Yeah, where is it? We need answers.
We need answers. And I need them now. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's finally get into the movie. So,
Yes.
our movie starts with words on the screen that explain that the 1995 marked the 50th anniversary of the nation's oldest beauty contest, the Sarah Rose Cosmetics trademarked American Teen Princess pageant,
Mm-hmm.
and that a documentary crew is filming in a small town in Minnesota to commemorate the occasion.
Mm.
We then get a commercial for the pageant that is very creepy, and for some reason, Adam West is in it.
Yeah. It's very like cultish
It's
feeling.
very culty. There's girls stretching at one point for no reason.
Yeah, they that was purely fan service.
Yeah, and then they have like a section where they like computer fill in like the name of the town. Like it's like a computerized voice
Mm-hmm.
because they obviously have these contests like all over the
Everywhere,
country. And
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
instead of just having him say the towns, they just computer it in. And so we cut to like the city that we're like focusing on called Mount
Mount
Rose,
Rose.
where former Miss American Teen Princess and head of the pageant organizing committee for this town, Gladys Lehman, is encouraging girls to sign up. Gladys is very vain. She's very old fashioned Christiany and is
Yikes.
very excited because her daughter Rebecca is participating in the pageant. Becky. She also tells the documentary crew all of the themes of the pageant she's hosted, and they're all American themed.
Of course they are.
She just like she just changes it, and her favorite is I Can.
Ah.
I chuckled. I was like, that was so corny. It was funny.
Yeah. Some of them are awful. That one was awful enough that it was funny.
It was awful enough that it was funny. We then meet one of the contestants, Leslie Miller, who has a weirdly, like, overtly sexual relationship with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she's, like, super chipper.
Of course she is.
We also meet Amber Atkins, and she's, like, the girl next door type. She wants to compete in pageants because her mom and Diane Sawyer did. She loves Diane Sawyer.
She loves Diane Sawyer.
Yeah.
What an idol to have.
Idol. And Amber also does makeup at the funeral home. And she loves this job because it allows her to practice her talent of tap dancing. So she just taps while she's doing the makeup on these corpses.
Yeah, It's so odd.
It's very odd, but she's happy, so I'm happy.
Yeah, it works for her.
She's a sweet girl. Just let her do what she wants. We're then introduced to Rebecca Lehman, and she's the shoe-in to win because she's like the richest girl in town. Her mother won when she competed, and she's very pretty. Rebecca is a big fan of guns and hates losing. We then meet Lisa Swenson, who is very strange, and she's obsessed with both New York City and her older brother, who is very obviously gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We meet Tess Winehouse, and she is the unconventional girl, and she's obsessed with dogs.
Yes. She is obsessed with dogs.
I don't think they mention it now, but her talent is dog barks. She quote unquote replicates the barks of dogs. Like, that is her talent.
Yeah. What a talent.
What a talent.
Go off, queen.
We meet Molly Howard, who was adopted by an Asian couple who weirdly love Molly more than their biological daughter.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was very weird.
That was very weird. I did not like that.
Like, they treat their biological daughter like shit, and they just love Molly because she's an American girl, and they love everything American.
Well, some families do be like that though. They want to be American weird. So bad.
That's weird.
It happens.
That's weird. We meet Michelle Johnson, who is planning on doing a dramatic monologue of the Soylent Green commercial. Because when she wins, she wants to be an actor like past pageant winner Connie Rudrug, who does St. Paul pork product commercials / works at St. Paul's.
I love that that's her dream. She doesn't want to act on like big screens. She wants to do ads.
She wants to do St. Paul pork product commercials.
Yes.
/ work in the factory.
Mm-hmm.
We then meet Janelle Beats, who loves to sign. Like, she likes to do sign language, even though she doesn't have to, and she's bad at it.
Yeah, she's not great.
She's not great, but you know what? I love her for trying.
Yeah, we love the energy.
I love the energy.
Love that
her motivation. Her motivation is weird, but I love her energy.
She stuck to it though.
She stuck to it. I love tenacious people. We then meet Tammy Curry, who is in a lot of sports. She's the president of the gun club, which she beat Rebecca for that spot of president.
Yes, she did.
And she loves to ride. I don't know what those are called. I call it a trailer. I think they called it something else, but by that time I'd already called it a trailer. It's a trailer. And while the crew is filming Tammy riding her trailer, it explodes and she dies.
Yes, she dies.
Here we go. This is where the movie really gets going. At the memorial for Tammy, Gladys says that the show will go on.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. We are then introduced to the choreographer for the show, Cloris Klinghagen.
What a name.
What a name. She thinks that the top contestants are Amber and Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
We then go to a hospital where we meet the reigning champion, Mary Johansson, who is extremely ill because of a eating disorder, and she's friends with Amber, who comes over once a week to brush her hair, which is falling out.
Yeah.
Because apparently she's still not eating, even though she's in a hospital.
They're not treating her well.
And so Rebecca then comes over randomly, just so happens to come over while the crew is there.
Mm.
And she pretends like she visits Mary all the time. And Mary is so delirious, she just falls for it.
Yeah.
We follow Amber as she is interviewed by the crew. And she tells them that she wants to be a reporter, like Diane Sawyer.
Of course.
We go to Rebecca's house, and she and Gladys try to present themselves as the perfect family, but Rebecca's father, Lester, is kind of an asshole, and so doesn't really go over well. Plus, it really seems like Rebecca hates her father.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Gladys is just like there to be there. Rebecca hates that man.
Oh yeah, no, she's all like, the second I can get out of this household and away from that man, I am.
She's like, my mom's okay, but like, dad,
my dad.
There's also a random scene where Gladys is checking out a kid, which really made me feel uncomfortable. It was uncomfy. It was like 30 seconds long, and it really made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, no.
We're then introduced to the judges of the pageant. John Doe, not spelled how you think it would be spelled. It's spelled like cookie dough.
Yes. They really were like, we need to make this stand out as much as possible.
Yeah. John seems to be a pedophile. And I say seems, but I don't mean seems. Like, that man's a pedophile.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't mean seems. This,
He has an obsession with young girls.
Yeah, no.
Like, an obsession with, like, any chance he gets, he brings up young girls. For no reason.
Jail.
Our second judge is Harold Vilmes. It's spelled Vilmes. I think it's Vilmes. He's the owner of a supply store with his mentally disabled brother, Hank. Hank is hilarious. I'm so sorry.
Hank is so funny.
He is so funny. And then our last judge is Jean Kangas, who is a worker at Lester's furniture store. The contestants began dance rehearsals a week before the pageant, and John watches them as they rehearse and gets called out by the crew. Because he has a camera with him.
Yeah.
Like, there's other people watching the girls practice, but they're just, like, sitting there drinking a beer, talking with their friends. He comes up, he's hiding behind a car. He has a camera with him.
He's being very creepy with it.
He's being very creepy. We then cut to the high school where Amber also works in the kitchen. Many jobs. A multifaceted woman.
Yeah, she said, I'm about my business.
She said, call me what you want, but you can't call me broke.
Exactly.
And so Amber and a boy that Rebecca likes named Brett flirt with each other after he blows off Rebecca when she invites him to the lake. He eventually asks out Amber, but she says she's busy because it's hunting season. The busiest time of year for the funeral home.
That's so awful.
It's so awful. And it's also foreshadowing.
It is foreshadowing.
And he promises to call her that night after he goes duck hunting. When the film crew come into the kitchen, Amber is very paranoid that Rebecca saw the interaction and asks the crew to meet her at her house that night. We meet up with Amber's mom, Annette, and her best friend, Loretta, and they are both a mess. Like, a complete mess. Like, Amber's mom is very obviously an alcoholic, and Loretta is a woman who does not have a filter. But I love her for that, actually.
Yeah, it makes her better for that.
It makes her better. Loretta is very vocal that Amber should win, not Rebecca, just because she's rich.
Yeah.
The crew meet Amber at the funeral home, and Brett is on the table, dead from a hunting accident. And it was so funny because Amber looked at him, she was like, oh, right between the eyes.
Unfazed. She's like, another day at work, I guess.
She was kind of sad, but like she kept it professional.
Yeah. She's all like, never mind that this man was literally alive like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
The man I was talking to and flirting with is dead on this table.
Yeah, a prospective boyfriend. Who cares?
Yeah.
I got a job to do.
And then the crew also tells Rebecca that Brett is dead, and she does not care.
No.
she, li- she she literally says, "Well, hunting's dangerous."
She's all like, he made his choice.
Yeah.
So
like, should have
that's
been
all
more
on
careful.
him. Right.
Amber then tells the crew that she was scared when they met her in the cafeteria because someone taped a picture of Tammy on her locker with a note that says, "You're next." While she's talking to the crew, Amber gets told by her boss that a fire has happened at her trailer park. And when she gets there, her trailer has burnt down and her mom has a beer melted into her hand. Because while their house was burning down, she just kept hold of the beer that she was drinking.
Nothing says alcoholic like having your house burned down and having a beer can melted to your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a mess.
A mess. But she was able to get Amber's tap shoes out via her panties.
Yes. The priorities in this household.
Yeah, Amber wants to quit the pageant, but Loretta and her mom talk her out of it. Loretta's like, "Are you sure, sweetie, you want to do that?" She was like, "You don't have to," and Amber was like, "No, I think I'm going to." And then she goes to tell her mom, and her mom slaps the shit out of her. It's like, "No,
yes.
You're not."
Yeah, she's all like, "You need a reality check." And I'm gonna give it to you.
And she slaps her with the hand that has the beer can melted on.
She's all like, "I've got extra like whacking power with this on now, so I'm just gonna
play with me
whack
right
you
now."
with it." Right? She's all like, "This is now a weapon."
The police eventually rule the fire as bad wiring, even though Amber's mom said something was thrown into their house before it caught on fire.
We love that shoddy police work.
Yeah. 3 days before the pageant, Gladys prepares the girls for their interviews with the judges before they go in. All of the girls except for Rebecca and Amber do terribly. And Amber does good despite the fact that she's given extremely hard questions like naming and spelling all of the states in alphabetical order.
Dude, nah. If I would have been asked that, I would have been like, "Good luck."
I would have just simply stood up and been like, "Okay."
Exactly. I would have been like, "Yeah, this has been a great run. I'm out."
Great time. Because I know I'm going to forget some states in the middle. I truly am.
Most definitely.
Like, I just now remembered that West Virginia is a state. Like, I would have forgotten that in the moment.
Yeah, no. Nope.
And also in the background, Hank is like slowly taking off his pants with every single interview.
Yes. Yeah, he is.
And unfortunately, everyone in town calls Hank the R word, and I think that's very mean.
Yeah.
It's very mean.
No good.
Hank seems like a sweet person despite his mental challenges.
But it's the 90s.
It's the 90s. Even though I did hear someone at my job say that word a couple of weeks ago, and it shook me to my very core that he said that out in public. I was like, really? We're still saying that, sir?
How old is he?
He has to be in his 40s, at least.
Oh, okay.
He old enough to know better, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely.
And so we go to the day before the pageant, and all the girls are getting ready to rehearse their talents on stage when Janelle asks to switch places with Amber so that she can go see her cousin's deaf baby. Which, like, how do you know a baby's deaf before it's born?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I know you can, like, there's family histories and stuff like that, but you don't know.
You don't know that baby's deaf.
You don't know until they come out.
Yeah. And while she's doing her sign language / interpretive dance, she gets hit by a falling stage light.
Yeah.
Which causes her to actually go deaf.
Be deaf, yes.
And she's ecstatic about it.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing. she was really like, thank God.
Right. I thought I was gonna have to like stab my eardrums or something.
Right. So I was about to do something dramatic, but thank you for doing it for me.
Thank you. Amber is then convinced that she was meant to be hit by that light. And later, Loretta gives Amber a dress that is just like Diane Sawyer's, and she's very happy.
The thing with Diane Sawyer is so weird to me.
They also make fun of that Diane Sawyer used to be what they call fat, but then she says that she was like a size 10. I was like, that's not that big.
It's not.
I was like, that's actually not that big at all.
It's not big at all. Y'all are just tripping.
Yeah. What's her name? Amber was like, yeah, it's not a size 10 though. Like Diane used to be a little curvy, and then Loretta's like, not us, and they just like slap each other's hands. I was like, of course.
Yeah, great.
The night of the pageant, Amber's dress is stolen, and she's told by Gladys that she cannot wear any other outfit because all outfits have to have been pre-approved.
Mm-hmm.
She then goes after Rebecca because she thinks that she took it. And all they end up doing is like pushing each other and like lightly pulling each other's hair. I'm like, that's not a fight.
Yeah, that's not a cat. That's not even a cat fight at that point. There has to be more slapping. There has to be more hair pulling.
Yeah. Also, I wrote this in here and I don't want to say it. It's kind of mean. Should I say it? Okay, I'll say it and then you let me know if I cut it out.
Okay.
I put, while this is happening, Mary Johansson also makes an appearance giving her best Gypsy Rose impression.
I mean,
should I keep it?
Keep it. Just keep it.
I thought it was funny, so I
thought it was funny.
Yeah. She gets wheeled out by her nurse. She's wearing a wig.
Mm-hmm.
She's singing like all out of breath. It reminded me of Gypsy Rose, so I had to put that in there.
Yeah, she really embodied Gypsy Rose there.
She's the original. You can't outdo the doer. She is the
original. You can't. Oh
no. Luckily for Amber, though, Lisa decides to quit, and she gives her costume because her costume was approved.
Yeah, the way that she just quits, though.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not gonna win. You can take my outfit.
Yeah, she's all like, you know what? I've done enough. It's okay.
Yeah, and so Amber's able to do her dance. Yes, Lisa also tells Amber that her family only had her because her brother needed a kidney.
Yes, I forgot about that. Love that your whole existence was brought down to, being a kidney provider.
Not being a donor, baby.
You're right. Oh my gosh. The trauma.
The trauma. Also, we get a peek at Rebecca's talent, and it's talk singing.
Yes.
She literally goes, "You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you." And she literally has a like strung up Jesus on the cross rolled out, and she dances with it.
She dances with it. And I was all like, is he gonna bring it up, or do I have to remind him?
No, I did not forget that, Kelly. I had to bring that up. Horrifying.
Like, what made you think that was going to be okay in any context?
I don't know, but I would have been like Loretta and Amber's mom. I would have been laughing in the audience.
She really said, I'm gonna give y'all a performance y'all will never forget.
In fact, if I had seen this movie when I was in high school, I would have done a talent show recreating this scene. I think this was so ridiculous. I would have done this in high school to be funny.
The way we would have gotten in trouble so fast.
Yeah.
This is why we didn't have many talent shows, because they knew someone was gonna go up there and do something dumb like that. We were a mess. They knew. They were like, if we give any of the people in that class a stage, they're gonna do something.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, we were a mess during our like play, so I just know if
You
they gave us
chucking a book.
me chucking a book at the top of the show and it's staying on the floor until the second act.
Yes. You know what though? Thank God. The during rehearsal the day of, we were just running through some parts, and I ate shit in my wedding dress. Like that dress was really long. It had a long train. They wanted it because it was like, big and flashy, but it was too long. And I remember I didn't pull the dress up high enough, and I just stepped on it and just smacked the floor.
That would have been funny. That would have
I
been
was
very
terrified
funny.
that was gonna happen the whole time. Like every wedding scene came up, I was like, this is it.
And then I remember we did two performances of this show. I
Yes, we
remember
did.
one of the performances, one of the children just did not come out for the end of the show.
She didn't. She forgot and she cried about it. I
I
remember.
Because it's very
I remember.
dramatic. It was
It
very
was very
dramatic at the end
dramatic.
of the show. We were hiding
Very
from
dramatic.
Nazis. We were about to
Yes,
climb
we
every
were.
mountain.
Yes, we were.
Um, and I was looking over at Kelly, and I looked down at the children because I was supposed to be like, "How are we going to get the
Guiding.
children on this
Yes.
walk?" And I noticed that one of them was missing, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, she was usually like right beside me and her other friend,
Yeah.
and like I remember one time like looking at Brina and like looking for the other one, and I was like,
But
did we leave her?
it was quite literally the last 5 minutes of the show. I was like,
It
let's
was.
just finish this. I was like,
Yeah, we literally just had to go with it. Oh my god.
just held the hand of the littlest one, and I was just like, let's go up
Yeah.
these stairs. We're
Yeah,
done.
we're done. We're almost there.
That whole thing was a mess. Our whole school was a mess, to be quite honest.
It was an experience, to say
It
the
was an
least.
experience. Not one I'd like to have again, but I I cherish the good things that did happen and laugh about the bad things that did
Yeah,
happen.
because at this point we just have to.
You just have to. But back to the movie. Back to the
Yeah,
movie.
back to the movie.
Um, ultimately, Rebecca is crowned the winner,
Yes, she
and
is.
Amber is the runner-up. And
Of
so
course.
the next day they have like a big parade, and the float that Rebecca is on catches on fire
Yes,
and
it
blows
does.
up.
Because of course it does.
Because of course it does, because things just blow up in this town and no one seems to care.
No, they're like, oh, this is just another pageant season. Things just blow
Also,
up.
also Rebecca was complaining to her mother that the float smelled like gasoline, and her mother did nothing about it. She was
No,
like,
she
just
didn't do
get on
anything.
it.
Yeah, she's all like, girl, you won. Get on the dang float.
Get on the float, lit it. It catches on fire. The camera crew says nothing to this woman. I know they
No.
were trying to be objective, but there's a child on this float.
Yes. And she is dying.
And she's dying. And they just let the float go,
Yes,
and
they
she blows
do.
up and dies.
Yeah. I think her death was like the most like it could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided.
This is the most avoidable death, and it happened
Yes.
anyway.
Gladys then has a full-on mental breakdown and is arrested after admitting to all the terrible things that have been
So
happening.
bad.
While the cop, like the film crew from the show Cops, films this. They
Yes.
come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they film Gladys being arrested.
They literally materialize. They're
did.
like, I smell a story. And they just like they come
I
up.
smell a crazy woman being arrested.
I smell good TV ratings.
Even though I didn't know that the Cops crews filmed anywhere other than Florida, but okay.
Don't know.
Yeah, and at Rebecca's funeral, Amber is crowned the new
It's so
Rose
awful.
American princess. Like, it's at this girl's funeral.
It's at a funeral. Have some decorum.
Please.
Please.
And so Amber, along with Loretta as her chaperone, go off to the state competition. And when they get to the hotel, a Howard Johnson by the airport, Amber gets to her rehearsals, and after everyone goes to a seafood buffet, except for Amber because she doesn't eat shellfish, everyone else gets explosively
Food
sick,
poisoning.
including the crew.
Yep.
And
Let's go food
so
poisoning.
let's go. And so Amber wins by default.
Yes.
She's the only girl left standing, so they're like,
Love that for her.
You win.
Yeah, you win, I guess.
You're the Miss American Princess for Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yay.
What a win.
And so we cut to Gladys, who is at the Minnetonka Women's Correction Facility, and she does a phone interview where she threatens Amber.
Dude, this woman is still on it.
Still on it. Like, Amber didn't do anything, and
she didn't.
And she threatens Amber. She's like, she better watch her back when she gets to nationals because I have friends in here.
Bruh. Like, girl, the only thing she did was run against your daughter, and your daughter won.
Your daughter won.
So...
It's not Amber's fault your daughter blew up on a float that she told you smelled like gasoline.
Right.
I don't know.
You could have avoided this.
Yeah. You're to blame for some of this, actually.
Right.
You also killed two other people and almost killed another person.
And yeah. You maimed another, so...
This is all your fault. Before Amber goes to nationals, we see her celebrating with her mom and Loretta, and her mom now has a hook for a hand. And she's still drinking beers.
Yes, she is.
And
she just gets to hold it better.
Yeah, she tries to use the hook to open up the beer.
Yeah.
And some tape.
Classic.
Like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
She is definitely an alcoholic.
Yeah. When Amber and the other girls from around the country arrive in Lincoln, Alabama at the Sarah Rose Cosmetic headquarters for nationals, they find out that Sarah Rose Cosmetics has been seized by the IRS for tax evasion. And the pageant is canceled permanently.
Yes.
And so
what a way to go out.
What a way. All of the other girls destroy what's left of the offices, while Amber just gets back on the bus.
She said, I'm out, y'all.
She's like, I'm done. I can't. She's like, I can't have one normal pageant.
No, she cannot.
We didn't catch up with how everyone's life has been going after that first pageant. And Leslie has entered like a beauty school to work her way up to becoming a stripper.
And the pipeline.
Yeah, and she was last seen in the Philippines.
That made me laugh so hard. That was so random.
It was so random.
Like, why the Philippines? As somebody who is Filipino and has been to the Philippines, why the Philippines?
Why the Philippines? Harold dies of Lyme disease and Hank inherits the supply store.
The way they said Lyme disease, and I'm just like, bro, what? He died of what?
I mean, I guess you could die from Lyme disease.
I mean, I guess.
But like, he dies like within a year. Like, that's insane. Who's next? Who's next? Go. Gladys entered a statewide prison beauty contest, and she came in second. And she eventually,
which I think is
hilarious. And she eventually escapes from prison and has a 6-hour police standoff where she ends up shooting a reporter, and Amber takes over the broadcast and gets the reporter's job.
Yeah, she does. I mean, what a way to end this. Can I just say?
Amber gets everything she wants.
She really does, and she doesn't do anything. This whole movie. She doesn't win the pageants because of her hard work or anything. It's literally because the main girl died, the others got sick, and then the last one got canceled. And then she gets this woman's job because she gets shot on the job.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Amber is like the luckiest person on earth.
No, seriously. She literally did not even lift a finger to do any of this.
Nope. And that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, it is the end of the movie. Oh
okay,
my
Kelley.
Gosh.
Are you ready for the movie facts?
Yes, I am.
Allison Janney, who plays Loretta, says that she is recognized by fans for this movie more than anything else in her career.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh
Especially since didn't she play Juno's mom in Juno? Or like her stepmom or whatever? I feel like that
she does, doesn't she?
I feel like that would be the most
that would be more
recognizable
iconic.
role.
Yeah.
But this is not a bad role to be recognized for.
I mean, it's not. It's not.
Second movie fact. The original title for this movie was Dairy Queens, but it had to be changed after the corporation that owns Dairy Queen filed a lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that didn't take off.
I like Drop Dead Gorgeous better.
Yeah, that one is better.
Third movie fact. Denise Richards was 29 years old when she portrayed the 17-year-old Becky Lehman, and you can tell.
Yeah. Like,
she looks significantly older than all the other girls.
They never put the right people in anyway. Like the age appropriate people, but this was a lot.
This was you could tell she was a grown woman.
Yeah.
Melissa Joan Hart auditioned for the role of Amber.
Oh.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar auditioned for the role of Becky.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's in her wheelhouse.
Or Rebecca, since I said Rebecca.
Since you were calling her Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that though.
I can see that. She would have been a good Rebecca.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny though.
Melissa Joan Hart, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That would have been interesting.
Plus, I feel like Melissa Joan Hart kind of would have been too old.
I mean, they already casted a 29-year-old, so.
True. True.
I feel like they saw her and they're like, they're the same like age range. She can portray a 17-year-old.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So Kelly, it's time for the movie. Whoa. We already did movie facts. I'm so sorry. It's time for the question. Is this movie iconic?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. I put yes.
I mean it is kind of I feel like it's ridiculous enough that I could have said yes.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Like some of it I was just like, I don't know if I ever want to watch this again, even if it is like that iconic.
See, I thought it was so ridiculous that I put yes.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It was incredibly funny. I laughed more the second time watching it than I did the first.
That's fair.
Because I caught little nuances I didn't realize the first time.
Oh my goodness.
Like, did you notice when Gladys was in jail and she was like threatening Amber? She was a prison bitch. Like, did you notice that?
She was?
She was. When she was like, I have friends. When she was like, I have friends in here. You could see her on camera, like behind like a bigger woman. And then when like at the end of the phone call or whatever it was, you hear someone yelling to get off the phone. And she said, okay.
No.
Like, I didn't notice that the first time.
Y'all. I'm dead. I can't. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also, when I don't remember that girl's name.
Which one?
The one played by Brittany Murphy. Can't remember her name right now.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the talent show, when her dad was all like, "So you quit for nothing because that girl didn't even win," and she just randomly just started yelling that her brother was gay. I found that so funny. I was like, why?
I was like, that's not even connected, girl. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
But yeah, I think it was
She
iconic.
was embarrassed.
I think it's on the same level as Juno. I think they're both cult classic movies.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, Kelly. What are your recommendations for this week?
Okay. So, my recommendations this week are... I've got 2 songs. My first one is Can We Talk?
Love that song.
Can we talk for a minute? Love that song. Spotify really be killing it with the R&B playlist it's been making me. Love that.
Obviously, because that's a great song.
That's a great song. So yeah, that's my first song.
Think of you ever since.
It's like I'm with Tevin Campbell.
I know just what to say.
Okay. You're welcome. And my second song is "To the Mountains" by Lizzie McAlpine.
Okay.
It's not a sad girl song, but it's like a.
That's great. It's summertime. Like I said, no sad girl songs in summertime.
It's a mellow song, but it's not a sad song.
I can live with that. Okay.
Okay. I'll have more summer bops later, but like.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me.
As for me, my first one is Madam Secretary. I love this show. I'm having the time of my life, actually.
I love that text that you sent out about you watching Madam Secretary.
Oh yeah, I watch TV like a 45-year-old white woman. I love a political drama show. I do.
He does.
Like, this show is so ridiculous. Like, why in the first episode of the 4th season France just wanted to randomly walk away from NATO? Like, it made no sense, and I was just like, what?
No way.
Just eating it up. Like, they didn't want to help, like, Bulgaria or something. I don't remember those specifics. And they just, like, walked away from the table, even though they were being invaded by Russia. And I was just like, what are you going to do? Like, so insane.
They have Jordan in a chokehold.
They have me in a chokehold. I am living my best life right now.
Love that for you.
I think I'm going to watch The Good Wife after I finish Madam Secretary, because I'm such an old lady. Maybe even Suits. Who knows?
Ooh, Suits is good. Okay. I like Suits.
So I should do Suits? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing Suits after this. But yeah, love that show. Second recommendation, It Makes Me Ill by NSYNC. Great song.
Ooh.
I love that song. I love that album.
But
I really love this song. What's that other song I like from that album? It is, I think it's called Space Cowboy. That sounds wrong, but I think it is, right?
I mean, Space Cowboy is a good song.
It is called Space Cowboy. It's a good song. I might change my recommendation to the No Strings Attached album, actually. It's just going to be
No Strings Attached.
They were in their bag. I'm so sorry.
They really were. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, I actually am changing my recommendation to the No Strings Attached album.
Yeah, just do the whole album.
I'm sorry.
When the cow
if you wanna fly, go right, take a space ride with the cowboys in it. Why, yippee, 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 why, yippee,
If I'm ever out and about and I hear that song, I am breaking it out.
I love that song so much.
Okay.
When I'm taking my echelon classes, sometimes if they ever do play a NSYNC song, it's always like "Bye Bye Bye." I'm like, come on,
yeah.
There's other songs on that album.
Right.
There's other songs on the album.
Just play the album.
Play "Bring in the Noise." Like, come on.
Come on.
For a slow song, this I Promise You. Come on.
Ooh,
we can do that.
We can do that.
Just got paid. Friday night. Give us something. Come on.
Please. We want the variety.
We want variety. But yeah, that's my second one. And then my last one is the Secret Invasion show. By the time we're listening to this, it will have been out for a week. I think it's going to be good. So I'm going to 2 weeks before even watching this show, I'm going to give it a recommendation.
I know, you're putting so much faith in this.
I am. I can't wait. First off, I love Nick Fury. Great
Yeah.
character, so I'm very happy we're getting an entire show with him.
True.
And this show is supposed to be about Skrulls. And like I got a little breakdown about what the like comic Secret Invasion is about.
Oh.
So that could be very
okay.
interesting. I'm very shocked that they're doing this as a show and not a movie. Because I feel like this could be a really big Avengers movie.
Maybe they're just leading up to it.
Maybe. Even though the whole MCU is in shambles right now. Yeah. Complete shambles. They're probably gonna have to recast 2 whole villains right now. So let's see what goes on. Yeah. But I have faith in Secret Invasion, so I'm gonna recommend it. But that's it for me. That. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
So happy we're done with all these movies.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was a marathon, dude.
It was a marathon, and now I have 2 episodes left to edit. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, so don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcast. Don't forget to send us your movies that you want us to watch, or tell us what movie you don't want us to watch. Be like, steer clear of this movie. In which case,
give us bad recommendations, and we'll do it anyway.
I'll probably do it anyway, unless it is one of those Ginger Dead Man movies. We've already put a hard stop on that. We're not doing any more of those.
Yeah, I would rather die.
Yeah, I'm not
watching another Ginger Dead Man.
Yeah.
The one that we watched, the last one that we watched was
that was the last straw.
If you haven't heard the episode, go listen to it. I'm not telling you to watch the movie because I'm going to spare as many people as possible from that movie. But you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, the moment I knew that movie, I was never going to watch that movie series again, was when he put the hot curling iron up that guy's butt. That was the moment I knew I was done with the series.
The bathroom scene.
Oh, yeah, that was also bad.
That was the last straw for me.
And then we
had so much movie left after that.
Like the 30-year-old man playing a 10-year-old. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah.
Just go listen to that episode. That movie was a mess. And not even in a good way. Like, it was just a mess.
It was awful. Awful.
But yeah, go listen to that, because we really struggled for that episode. So the least you could do is listen to us talk about it.
Please.
Yeah, and don't forget to share us with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars. Thank you. Everyone, have a good rest of your week. For you guys, if you're listening to this when it drops, it's almost 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully by now you have already requested the day after 4th of July off, because I don't know about y'all, but at my job, they only gave us the day before 4th of July off.
You're getting that day off?
The 3rd? Yeah.
Yeah.
But not the 5th. And I'm like, ain't nobody going to come to work on the 5th? Like, are you kidding me?
I don't have the 3rd off. I bet you half the office is going to be out.
Yeah, they're going to be off, because...
That's dumb.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Go to work?
And then take a day off?
And then... Yeah, like, it don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like, give me Monday off.
It doesn't make sense not having Monday off, and it doesn't make sense not having Wednesday off.
At that point, give me the week.
Like, I've obviously been like drinking and hanging out on the 4th,
right,
watching fireworks and stuff till super late, and you expect me to come into work the next day and be productive? Like, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. So I just know my off, because I don't have the 3rd off or the 5th. I just know half the office is gonna be off on the 3rd, and the other half will be off on the 5th.
Y'all might as well just close up shop. Yeah.
Right. Just close it.
Close up shop.
Close it.
It will be.
for who I work with and what I work with, come on now.
Right, come
What's
on.
More patriotic? What's more patriotic?
Exactly. So yeah, I'm already going to request off the 5th. Like, it's... I'm not coming in. I'm not coming in. I'm so sorry. The day after my birthday, be fucking for real. No. Sorry. So yeah, everyone have a good 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.